Okay, we are going to continue with CO44 today. We started it yesterday. We ran out of time, so we're going to be finishing up reviewing CO44, that percent of change, and then we're going to be having some time to do our work. So let's review what we're doing. Remember, our formula is the most important thing. Amount of increase or decrease is on top. So big number subtract the smaller number, that's the increase or decrease. Then you have to go back to the original amount on the bottom and you divide them because that fraction bar means divide. So you take your numerator, divide it by the denominator. So if it's an 8 on top and a 4 on bottom, it would be 8 divided by 4. If it's a 4 on top, the 8 on bottom, it's 4 divided by 8. You always take the top number first, then you divide it by the bottom number. So let's scroll up to our practice work. We did this one yesterday. Find the percent of change if our original is 16 and our new is 28. Try to remember how we did that yesterday. What number goes on top? What's our numerator going to be? Aiden.
12.
How did you get 12, Aiden? Yeah, we had that 28 and we subtracted 16, so it increased by 12. What goes on the bottom, Aiden? 16, that original number goes on the bottom. So in your calculator, you need to do 12 divided by 16. Little W, please tuck your shirt in. Peyton, what is 12 divided by 16?
0.75.
0.75. But we need to find a percent. How can I change 0.75 to a percent? Well, I'm going to move that decimal 2 places to the right. So I end up with 75%. Let's look at B. Our original is 35. Our new is 91. What do I do? I'm letting our friends have a chance to think it through. What should I do? Mia.
Subtract 91 from 35.
Subtract 91 by 35, and what do we get?
56 over 91.
56. And why are we going to put 91 on the bottom?
Wait, it's 56 over 35.
Why did you change it to 35?
Because 35 is the numerator.
35 is the original amount. We always put that original amount on the bottom. So you find your difference, which was 56, and we divide it by the original amount. What is 56 divided by 35? Lily.
1.6.
I'm sorry, say it again.
1.6.
So what percentage would that be, Lily?
1.6.
If we move that decimal place 2 places over, we get 160%. Does that sound right? Does that make sense? 35 goes into 56 more than one time. 35 plus 35 is 70. So we know we're going to have that one whole and then the 60%. So 160 makes sense. You always want to double check in your head. Does it make sense that it's going to be such a big percentage? 160% increase, really? Well, when we're more than doubling the amount, 35 is going up to 91. It's more than double, so it makes sense that it's going to be in the hundreds percent. Let's look at C. Our original is 60 and the new is 12. What do I do? Zoe.
You have to do 60 minus 12, which is 48.
So I have to do 60 minus 12 to find the difference, which is 48.
And then you have to do 48 divided by 60.
48 divided by 60 because 60 is my original. What is 48 divided by 60, Regan? 0.8. What is that as a decimal? Or sorry, as a percent? Well, I'm going to move that decimal place over 2, and I end up with 80%. There's an 80% decrease going from 60 down to 12. How are we feeling about it? You find the difference, divide it by the original, and then change the decimal into a percent. So now we're going to look back on that taco company. We talked about this taco company yesterday. Now that same taco company also has boxes that contain 20 taco shells. The company is expanding this box and puts 25% more in this box. How many shells are in every box now? So think about how we set that up.
Is it a bad time?
No, you guys can think for a second. See if you can do the equation. Think about what we did yesterday and see if you can figure out how many shells are in the box now. Okay, shh. So I am going to stop the recording, okay? In order to do this bottom problem, you just have to do what we did on top for example 3. So I'm going to stop the recording so we can get our treat from Mrs. Dawson. If you are at home watching, have a wonderful day.